What's up, hungry homies? This is just easy recipes with me. I don't have recipes per se, but I like to joke that I cook with ingredients, or I eat ingredients. So rather than, throwing everything into a chili or a pot of stuff, it's easier just to figure out your ingredients, your proteins, your carbs, and a fat, and then create something with it. So here, this is one of my favorite, either pre or post-workout, probably a pre-workout meal, is ground turkey, sweet potato, and almond butter, or natural peanut butter, but I prefer almond butter. So whenever you're getting your almond butter, make sure you mix it up. So with a natural peanut butter with no palm oil, it's going to have a little separation going on. So what you do is just take a knife, no big deal, and mix it around a little bit, just to get the nut and the fat mixed up together. Not easy. Gotta really get in there sometimes. It's making its way. It's doing it. We're doing it. And once you have that mixed up, I like to store it actually upside down, so that kind of helps keep the separation, keep them separated. So yeah, a little bit of elbow grease to mix up the almond butter. But once it does get kind of incorporated, store it upside down, put it in your fridge, and you shouldn't have nearly as many issues as I am having here. And no peanut butter goes to waste in my household. So there we go. Cap back on. Upside down in the fridge. No big deal. Next is get your turkey. Any pack of turkey will do. It's just a lean alternative. You can do chicken. I find chicken's really gross when it's in a minced form like this. So I like turkey. Yeah, I don't know. There might literally be no difference, but for me, there's something just gross about ground turkey. So I just cook down the turkey until you get all brown. No pink left, obviously. It is poultry, so a little bit of salt helps suck out the moisture. And then in the meantime, you're going to have your oven on, as you saw in the beginning, oven on at 350 degrees. And then you're going to take your sweet potato and some aluminum foil. First, you're going to poke some holes at least, or slice open your potato. I like the skin on. There are some nutrients in it. Just give her a quick wash. You don't know who's been touching your potatoes. So give it a quick wash. Put some slices in it, lengthways, and across, and then wrap it in tinfoil or aluminum. And that'll just to help to contain the heat. And I know there's two different sides to aluminum foil. I'm pretty sure the outside, there's like a dull side and a super shiny side. I'm not really sure which one you're supposed to use. So in the comments, if you know which one, that would be super helpful. All the scientists out there. So yeah, so you're going to bake that for a good long while. Continue browning your turkey. Chop, 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 chop. My boyfriend loves that noise in the morning when I'm cooking my turkey. Wakes him up every time. So I thought 30 minutes would be enough. It is not. That was a big sweet potato. So although I hit 30 here, I definitely did an extra 15-20 minutes. So it's going to take a bit for the sweet potato. I do know that it works much faster in the microwave. However, disclaimer, do not put tinfoil in the microwave. So poke a bunch of holes with it with a fork or a knife like I did there, and wrap it in a paper towel. And that should only take about 8 minutes or so. So after probably closer to an hour, my sweet potato is ready. So it's going to peel a little bit. It's kind of steamed itself in that little package there, but you want the inside to be nice and mushy, for lack of a better word. And then you're just gonna put some of your turkey. Obviously, this is the whole pan. I haven't measured it out, but like you can probably fit, depending on the size of the sweet potato, about 2 to 3 ounces of turkey on there. And then my favorite part is the nut butter. So here comes your fats. So it's been the fat and the solid has been reincorporated into the almond butter, and now you're going to take a spoon, just about a tablespoon's worth. This is probably more than a tablespoon, but again, I'm not measuring. Yeah, that's probably a little more than a tablespoon. Definitely is. Definitely more than a tablespoon. But what you're going to do is you're going to incorporate that into your turkey and your sweet potato. And then basically, I like to add a little bit of, just a pinch of salt. I just got some coarse salt that I keep, and that just kind of like finish it off at the top. I like to let it kind of melt and kind of keep itself warm in its little potato jacket of tinfoil. So you can kind of fold that back up, and then later to reveal a nice melty hot pre-workout mess. It's so good. I made my boyfriend try it. He didn't hate it, but he won't admit that he loved it. I freaking loved it. So this is one of my favorite. I don't know where I learned this, but here's a bunch of ingredients mashed together to create a really good nice and high carb. It's nice and sweet. You get the like meaty umami flavor, and then the salt, and it's perfect. Perfect for a pre-workout. Next easy meal is a Greek yogurt, tuna, and it's kind of like a tuna melt, and I am struggling with these containers right now. So it's my take on a tuna melt. So it's lower fat, nice high protein. We're using 0% Greek yogurt here. Greek yogurt, I find, or skyr, Icelandic yogurt, has a bit of a less loose consistency than regular yogurt. So it kind of mimics either like a mayonnaise or like a sour cream, if you will. So that when you mix it with your tuna, here's the tuna, rather than mayonnaise, you kind of get that that nice consistency holding the tuna together, so it's not so dry, because we all know tuna is incredibly dry. I personally hate tuna, but this is a nice, super cheap alternative. We usually have some sort of Greek yogurt in the house, either for myself, my boyfriend, or the dog. So we both, you don't need much, like a tablespoon of it in with your can of tuna. Super easy. So once you've drained the tuna, get all of the tuna juice out of there. Dogs love tuna juice, FYI. And then just give a small dollop of of the Greek yogurt into the tuna. And then I'm just using a low-fat mozzarella cheese because it's a tuna melt. And we all grew up throwing a piece of Kraft Singles or, some sharp cheddar onto your tuna and English muffin or toast, whatever you want. I grew up doing English muffins, so just going to cut up a piece of my cheese. And I had just recently bought a new cheese grater. Super high quality, super fancy on this channel here. So brand new package cheese grater, one of the fancy ones that you get at the fancy restaurants. So I'm gonna struggle to open that. Perfect. Trying to figure out what all these little extra parts are. Oh yeah, that just goes on the end, because I bet you goes on the, I'm just figuring this out now. It goes on the end so that you can keep cheese in there and it doesn't get dry and crusty. Oh man, I'm so smart. I just figured that out. Alright, so you're going to take a little bit of cheese, 30 grams or so. That's probably more than 50 grams, but I'm definitely not going to grate the entire thing. So once you've got your yogurt into your tuna, mix it around. You can add some salt and pepper if you'd like into that. Some people, I used to grow up putting sweet pickle juice in it, or cut up a little bit of relish just for a little bit of sweetness, but I'm a grown up now, so I don't need that. Just kidding. I just didn't have any pickle juice or pickles in the house. Sweet pickles. So yeah, so you got your English muffin, tuna, Greek yogurt, and you're gonna cut up your English muffin. I always have muffins in the house. Again, they're the one bread that's usually on sale in some way. So I go through a lot of English muffins. Easy on the stomach. Nice carbs, like 25 grams of carbs per muffin. And then you're just gonna take your tuner, mush it down on your English muff. You still got a little extra in the bowl, so a little snack while you wait for it to, because I mean, who really eats a half a can of tuna? You eat the whole thing, okay? Right? Cheese grater. I'm left-handed, and that's why it looks weird. The world is made weird for us lefties. So 30 grams total of low-fat mozzarella cheese onto your English muffins. Yeah, get in there. Get all the extra good stuff out. Gross. Once that is done and you've created your English muffin tuna melts, clean up your mess, obviously. Again, these are little dog bits. The cheese tacks as soon as the cheese comes out. So once you've got your muffins created, put them on a baking sheet, a little bit of tin foil just so it's an easy cleanup, and then pop them in the oven. Oven's still on at 350. This time you don't need nearly as much time as the potato, so stand there and wait, eat the other half of your tuna can, and you really only need like 6 or 8 minutes depending on how well done you liked it. You can toss it under the broiler if you want more of the top brown, but I was perfectly happy with just some lightly melted cheese on top. And you can go and add some fresh cracked pepper on there if you're an old man, or my style is some sriracha hot sauce, or any kind of hot sauce really, but sriracha, which I don't think is real sriracha, but it's a sriracha knockoff, because real bottles of sriracha are like $40 right now. So yeah, another super light, high protein snack for you. Next one, super easy, 2 ingredients, no big deal whatsoever. I've got 2 different protein powders here. So we've got our plain Greek yogurt again. You won't need much, maybe like 2/3 of a cup for this one. Again, I used to eat this stuff like right out of the container plain. I prefer the plain to anything else, but give her a little mix, plunk it in your bowl, and then all you need is a little sprinkling of protein powder in there, and now you've got super low carb, if any, a little bit of protein powder, actually a lot of protein in this one, and then all you got to do is just give her a little mixy mix, incorporate the protein powder into your Greek yogurt, and then if you want it to kind of be like a, what do they call them, banana pudding, I have a little bit of graham cracker dust. So I didn't put the graham cracker in the macros there, but I mean, as you can see, I'm using like a literal half a tablespoon. So yeah, it's kind of like a Nilla wafer cookie pudding thing. So really, really good. The second one is same concept. They were just using a different protein powder this time, but our Greek yogurt, use about 175 grams, so about 2/3 of a cup, roughly. And then grab your next favorite protein powder, and currently for me, that is the Ghost protein powder. This protein powder is a blend, so it has a little bit more fat and a little bit more carbs than the Isoflex, which is an isolate. Not a big deal. A little sprinkle of that. This flavor is really good. You can actually add warm milk to this flavor and make like a protein hot chocolate. It's really freaking good. But yeah, again, I'm gonna give her a stir. Again, incorporate all of the protein powder into the Greek yogurt, which makes like a pudding. You could, if you wanted to add any granola or other fruit and stuff to that, depending on what your macros are. I'm pretty basic when it comes to that. And then again, you can add a little twist. So I have some mint chippets, little chocolate chips. I didn't add them into the macros, but again, I'm using like a very small amount. So yeah, that's been kind of fun. A nice evening cap, low sugar, low carbs, high protein, keeps you full all through the night. And of course, how could I not do a recipe video without my favorite, the Ninja Creamy. So I'm gonna do about half a cup of almond milk, just from Kirkland, and I'm gonna do about a half a cup of lactose-free milk. I have personally tried to avoid dairy when I can. That's up to you. That's really just dependent on you. I just try to avoid it. We're going back to the good old Ghost, our peppermint cocoa mix. I'm super happy with it. So I'm gonna do a full scoop here because at the end of the night, my macros allow for a full scoop of the protein powder. This thing's freaking beautiful. If you guys haven't gotten a Ninja Creamy yet, I highly, highly recommend it. Okay, so I add just some fiber powder to it. It's just another way for me to I don't eat a ton of fibrous vegetables just because of my digestion issues, so I usually add it. And that's easy enough to do. Put on your lid, nice and secure. Give her a shake. Some people like to blend it properly, either with a milk frother or another Ninja. I don't need any more appliances on my counter, so I just shake it up.
24 hours later.
24 hours later. Boom, boom. It's nice and frozen. All you gotta do is put the special little cups together, assembly line. So there's a cup that fits in nicely, and then you have your blade that goes on top. Super duper easy. Click it in. And then your Ninja. Excuse me. Alright, full spin. Super loud. Super loud. And then you take it off, little click, click, slide. And then what you do is you're just gonna go back to opening it. And it's gonna look like the little crumbly ice. And all you're gonna do is add a little bit more milk or almond milk just down the center there. And then 2 spins is what you do. So gonna put that lid back on if she can figure it out. Good girl. Click it into the machine. Respin. Takes another 2 minutes. And then when you open it up, perfect. It is the consistency of like a soft serve ice cream. Voila. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please make sure you subscribe. I want to hit those 1,000 subs soon. Bye.